Hi, my name is Tejas Deshpande. I'm a proud Mighty Marmalan, class of 2013 Great Lakes.
Hello everyone, I'm Pallavi Nagya. I come from Great Lakes batch of 2013. I'm currently working as Vice President with HSBC.
Hi Pallavi, it's great to see you back on campus after 10 years.
Hey Tejas, likewise, it's been such a long time. How does it feel to be back?
It feels lovely, to be honest. Lots of memories rushing in. 10 years worth of wait, I guess, of meeting a lot of people that we hung out for a year, meeting professors, meeting friends, meeting the juniors as well. How about you?
Yeah, I could say the same. It's been the moment the car entered the gate, it was just fantastic to see how the campus has developed and all these memories came rushing back. It's been an exciting journey, couple of job changes along the way. I'm currently working with HSBC.
Lovely.
Where are you working?
So I'm working with 361 Asset,
Okay,
which is an investment management firm.
Fantastic.
And I'm leading the marketing for the asset division,
fantastic. That's very good to know. Even I'm in the finance space.
right?
Although I'm in a pure play finance role at the moment.
All right.
So I'm working as a trading desk analyst. How has your journey been like?
It's been eventful, much like yours, a couple of job switches along the way. I started out working with Apollo Hospitals here in Chennai. So after passing out, I was in Chennai for a couple of years. And that was an interesting stint in healthcare. And from there on, I moved back to Mumbai, which were my roots per se, and started working over there, say a couple of stints in advertising, and then landed up in financial services. So I keep telling all my friends I had only 3 electives in finance, and here I am, managing marketing for financial services. So you never know where life takes you, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
So did you start off in marketing at Apollo as well?
I did. So I was looking at corporate marketing for Apollo. Yeah, so it's been interesting. Both are regulated industries, so I could draw some parallels there. And in the sense that you don't get the kind of freedom that you get in other industries, and so to say, the other typically creative pursuits like FMCGs, the glamorous ones per se. But here it's a lot more data-driven, a lot more hardcore, consumer focus and consumer research required. And so it's been interesting moving from one to the other. Financial services kind of is the toast of the town at this point of time as far as India is concerned, right? So enjoying my time in the sun.
That's very nice. And when you mention all of these data-driven analytics towards a marketing approach, it reminds me of so many lectures we sat through
Absolutely.
Here in this very classroom.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting because financial services and investment services per se are not as widely known and accepted in India across the country as much as they should. So a lot of the job requires creating education about investment products and products like mutual funds, which are widely known now because we all know mutual funds sahi hai, right? So, but on the brand side, it's a lot about creating demand for the investment products that we create. We're manufacturers of investment products. So a lot of the job requires creating demands and adequately and appropriately communicating what these benefits of these investment products are to everyone, across India and across the globe. Marketing skills for financial services or asset management companies is again a mixed bag. It's all very technical nowadays, right? So very data driven. Every function is, so is marketing. But even within the scheme of things of financial services, you still have to find the needle in the haystack. You still have to be able to get the consumer insight right and create communication which kind of identifies with that consumer insight and the consumer benefit that people are looking for.
Right.
So that's still the day job. But it's also now increasingly, the value chain of marketing is getting more and more specialized. You have someone for SEO, you have someone for SEM.
You'll have to spell out that acronym for me.
Sure, so search engine optimization, largely digital in nature. as we get more and more digital ourselves, right? So marketing also becomes more and more digital. So
Right.
there's a search engine optimizer, there's a search engine marketer, there's someone who handles advertising on the digital and social platforms, there's someone who creates content, someone who writes article. So as a marketer sitting in your position in the looking from the brand's perspective, you've got to be able to create harmony between all of these different functions and different support systems that you have at your disposal.
Very interesting.
So it's, yeah, like I think it's creating harmony and creating music out of all of the different instruments at your disposal. You've got to be able to know what each of these stand for, what value they provide. So a little bit of learning, doing digital courses, certification courses yourself, and keeping yourself up to speed is important.
Right.
But then at the end of the day, you still have to, get someone else to do the job for you. You can't always do everything yourself as a brand marketer. So it's a lot of teamwork at the end
It's
of the day.
fantastic. That's very interesting to know.
Work-life balance.
It's the buzzword, yes.
It is the buzzword. It is the buzzword. We all try to do as much as we can, right? So in our own capacities. So work-life balance is there. A lot of it depends on the kind of organizations you work for. So fortunately, I'm in a place where there's the good amount of focus put on work-life balance as well. So a bit of sports, a bit of music, a bit of this and that, and spending time with family. Work-life balance is there.
That's nice, that's nice. Because in the finance industry, I find that is something most of us struggle with.
True.
On a day-to-day basis. It feels good to learn and know that you, as a marketing fellow in a finance firm, and the kind of opportunities that your firm offers, it's going great. Yeah.
Yeah, and there are, like everyone else's, there are crazy periods where you don't sleep, and then there are periods where you get to sleep and you make the most of it. Right? So the asset management ecosystem is a regulated one, like insurance, like some of the other ones as well, right? So regulated industries have restrictions on what you can say and what you cannot say. So a lot of times it's working under those kind of constraints, and yet being able to effectively communicate. It also is a very commoditized kind of an industry, so you've got to be able to create some kind of brand salience in that ecosystem, unlike a lot of other industries where you have a lot many more avenues at your disposal. For example, financial services, rarely financial services are able to utilize celebrities as brand endorsers.
Yeah, we've hardly seen any of those.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we don't see those in the likes of mutual funds, unless you're doing large public awareness campaigns. So then you've got to figure out other tools and other ways of optimizing brand awareness.
Oh, HSBC has been a very exciting journey. I've been with the company for the last 7 years.
Wow.
I'm working as a trading desk analyst there.
Okay.
I started off my journey with CRISIL 12 years back now. I was a rating analyst back then. I've now transitioned into the investment banking side of the industry. So
Wow.
very exciting journey along the way. I think from what I can recollect most fondly from my experience at campus was the process that we went through in each classroom for each subject, and that process is what has probably shaped the way that I address problems now.
Right.
A lot of times what MBA actually does is put you in different situations.
Right.
That teaches you how to deal with people, how to get your work done with people that you're not working comfortably with or you don't have a very strong relationship with.
True.
How to negotiate. So along the way, I think my key takeaways would be the entire process,
Right.
and also the fact that the case studies that we dealt with kind of prepared you for what is to come when you start corporate business. So a bit of focus on those and more engagement on that front would be something that I think the current batch would benefit from.
I kind of second that, to be honest. Just to add to that, the doing is more important than the reading and the writing and all of that.
That's
So
certainly
case
true.
studies definitely helped me as well, just understand and grasp better. And a bunch of us actually also participated in external case study competitions.
Oh yes, there were so many of those,
so
and
many of
all
those.
of them had their own learnings.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And we got to travel. We went to IIM Kozhikode and all of that. That was an experience in itself, right? So the three of us bonded well, and that also, just that experience of having a problem at hand and being able to solve it in some way or the other, contributing to a solution. Just that rigor, like you mentioned,
Yes.
that rigor was important. And aside from that, even from the placement standpoint, a lot of us do tend to be in the situation where do you want to choose a particular industry or a particular sector. I think at this juncture you got to be open to everything.
Right. And in fact, to follow on from what you're mentioning, for students to be a little more flexible in what they are seeking from the job market, there were times when there were finance guys who did not want to attend marketing classes or were not as focused on marketing classes, and vice versa. But over the years, I've realized even in a pure play finance role, there are aspects from marketing that I draw upon. There are aspects from strategy that I draw upon. When I'm particularly analyzing a company, I'm looking at various facets of their operations.
Yeah.
I'm trying to identify if there are any opportunities that lie from an investment perspective, obviously. But when I'm analyzing a company, I also look at where their marketing is headed, where their strategy is headed.
True.
Whether what they're saying they will deliver, will they be able to achieve that from an operations perspective? So the MBA does provide a very holistic and rounded approach to your thought.
True.
And it helps to have an open mind towards all of these subjects and not be thoroughly focused on the one stream that you would like to specialize in.
Yeah, that's what I did, to be honest. I had 13 marketing electives and only three of finance, and I landed up in financial services.
Yeah,
right?
we are.
I just wish I could have learned a little bit more about financial services back then. But nevertheless, just being open helped.
Yes, I think that has been one of the biggest takeaways and focus areas, I would say, for the current batch. From a placement perspective, I think they should just have fun with it, with the process.
Totally.
It's a process that's they're probably going to go through only once in their lives.
Possibly.
In that mindset, instead of getting all jittery about it, go with it, have fun, go with the flow. That would be some things that I think I did.
Yeah, and it's only the beginning, not the end.
It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. There are so many. In fact, speaking to so many of our batchmates, so many of them moved on from the first role that they got after the MBA.
True.
And they've moved on to different domains. They've upskilled into different divisions altogether.
Absolutely.
Somebody who started at marketing is now in finance. Somebody who was in finance has become an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
So there's just so much development all around.
And we've got photographers, we've got authors, we've got a whole mix, right?
Oh yes, it's fantastic. People are pursuing their passions. Everybody has such achievements that it's fantastic to talk about each person's journey.
True, absolutely. So Pallavi, it's been great catching up after 10 years.
Yes, absolutely. It's been a lovely time. So nice to meet all of you over again, and really looking forward to the next experience and next reunion.
Absolutely.